Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the Puerto Rico information session today. I will start the session with a land acknowledgement. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently, the Mississaugas of the Credit River. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. Here's the agenda for today, and I'm Selena Chen, Program Coordinator for the Puerto Rico program. I will give you an overview of the summer abroad programs, and then I will invite Professor Conrad James. He will speak about the course details in Puerto Rico. Later, he will go through the field trips organized for 2025, and we would like to also share with you some photos that we have taken in the past years for the field trips. And I'm very happy that we also joined by Buchanan. He participated in the 2024 Puerto Rico program last summer. He will share with you about his experience in this program. Later, I will speak about the application process and then followed by Q&A. If you have any questions during the presentation, and you can type your questions in the Q&A section, and my wonderful colleague Karen, and she will be responding to your questions in the Q&A section. What is Summer Abroad? So our Summer Abroad office has been around for many years now, and we started with the Italy program in 1972. Then now we have over 30 courses offered in over 20 locations around the world. Summer Abroad courses are all U of T courses, usually is relevant to a location. For example, you are learning about the French in France. And also those courses are full year wide credit courses and in 3 to 4 weeks. Usually a small class. We accept 25 to 30 students per class. It's a very intimate class atmosphere for you to interact with the professors and the students. Summer abroad courses are mostly taught by U of T faculty and then travel to the destination to teach. But some courses like language courses, they are taught by our partner universities. They are also relatively small classes as well. One of the most biggest feature of summer abroad courses are that we provide on-site support for our students. And all the logistics are arranged by U of T, arranged by us. And also the on-site staff usually speak the local language. So if you have run into any non-academic issues while you are abroad, and the on-site assistant can help you and to navigate through like any problems or issues you may have. So summer abroad is a great opportunity for you to build your international network. Many students find that they become more independent and the communication skills and team building skills have been improved. For summer abroad courses, and then because it's small class, there's a lot of opportunity for you to interact with your classmates and professors. You are going to do a lot of field trip together. So you will be an immersive experience and to study and the subjects in the destination. Many students find that they really made lifelong friendship with their friends. It's a great opportunity for you to meet other students at U of T who are also interested in the same topic. And after you come back and you still stay connected, it's a great opportunity for you to really learn and also relearn and also build your own network. And also for summer abroad courses, and it'll help you to become a global citizen, which is a word we have been hearing a more and more nowadays. Please note that all the summer abroad courses, they are an academic program. So you're not expecting that you are going to travel a lot like during the time while you're abroad. And so it's going to be an intensive course. It's only 3 to 4 weeks. You are learning a wide credit course. So usually you have assignment each week, and also you will have group presentation. You will need to work with your classmates and to form as groups, and then that's how also you build your presentation skills. Okay, today we will be focusing on the Puerto Rico program. We have been offering Puerto Rico program for 3 years now. This is the 4th year we are offering a summer abroad program in Puerto Rico. It will be from May 18th to June 3rd and hosted by University of Sagrado. And the course we will be offering there is called Caribbean Culture and Environment, focused on Puerto Rico. Classes usually be held from Monday to Thursday in the mornings or in the afternoons. Mostly in the mornings, but sometimes when we arrange field trips in the morning and we will arrange the classroom in the afternoon. The field trips we included for this course are all mandatory. They are built in to strengthen your understanding of the course topics. And we also have a fantastic on-site assistant in Puerto Rico. She is a local and she really knows Puerto Rico really well. She will give you the best guidance while you are in this program. Okay, now I would like to invite Professor James to speak about the course.
Okay, hello. This is a great opportunity for anyone who wants to learn firsthand about one of the most important countries in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. We basically study the island through ideas about culture and the environment. But more importantly, we study Puerto Rico within its Caribbean context. So a lot of the course will make references to the different historical and cultural connections that Puerto Rico has with its Caribbean neighbors, both the English speaking, French speaking, and other Spanish speaking countries. So basically, the course is structured around four major topics, and each week is specializes in one of these main topics. But before I tell you about the actual topic itself, I want to talk a little bit about the university, which is the university, the Holy Cross Sacred Heart University, or Universidad del Sagrado Corazón. As you can see on the slide, it is the oldest university in Puerto Rico. It is very well run, very well organized institution. It is also set in one of the most Caribbean communities, Caribbean neighborhoods in the entire country. It's called Santurce. In this community, where the university is located, you will have contact with Haitians, with Dominicans, of course, with Puerto Ricans, and also with Caribbean people from other countries. They exhibit their culture there on a daily basis through their food, their music, and the variety of different artisanship that they produce. So that is the area Santurce. This course is really unique in the sense that it tells you about Puerto Rico within Puerto Rico through a set of topics that takes you through the history of the island from its very inception, from the very moment of the first colonial encounter to the present day. It's very intensive. We have a lot of reading to do, but it is also extremely exciting and very communicative, very conversational environment in which we express these ideas. So to give you a sense of what some of the topics are, we have the first week where we talk about the history and cultural identity of Puerto Rico. And so we talk a bit about its colonial connections with Spain and the transition of ownership, if you like, from Spain to the United States. And we study a lot samples of different writers who give their different perspectives about the colonial history of the island. Then we move on to talk about environmental issues about environmental sustainability in Puerto Rico. And we give examples of important communities that are doing great work to help to remedy a lot of the environmental struggles that Puerto Rico has inherited over the years. We move from there to talk about the connections between Puerto Ricans on the island, their connections with the Puerto Rican diaspora in the United States. And this is a very, very interesting, extremely complicated, conflictive, but also very rewarding set of discussions that we have there, because we talk about both the negative ways in which the United States continues to colonize Puerto Rico, but we also show how Puerto Ricans use their own cultural ingenuity to survive a lot of these crises. And in the final week, we focus on Puerto Rican popular music and also Puerto Rican food cultures. And here we study both the historical to importance of music, particularly African-inspired music, but we also engage with contemporary musical artists. And we have important rap artists who are working in Puerto Rico today who come to the class to give demonstrations and link what they're doing today in the 21st century with the historical struggles that Puerto Rican music has always sought to resolve. We also have visitors from writers who we study. Last year, we had a visit from one of the most important young up-and-coming writers in Puerto Rico today, who came and talked to us about his novel Velorio, which we were actually studying. We have the same experience with other writers this year. To sum up then, this course has a lot of connections with many different disciplines. That's the important thing to think about. It is an interdisciplinary course, so it has a lot of emphasis on economic development, environmental sustainability, religion, race, and other issues of coloniality. There is a very strong political element to the course as well. So we study a lot of political themes to do with civil rights, civil conflict, class struggles, food policies, and so on. We really delve into contemporary popular culture and show its connections with not only Puerto Rico's culture, but also the rest of the Caribbean region. So that is the Santurce neighborhood in which the university is set. And there we have one of our first excursions. We go to the Museum of Art, the Puerto Rican Museum of Art, and we explore their different collections there. One of the most important trips that we do is to the community organization called Casa Pueblo, which is in a place called Adjuntas, and we engage with their work on environmental sustainability. And it is a kind of a model for the entire world. People from all over the world go to Puerto Rico specifically to see how this experiment has worked. And so this is one of the pivotal trips of our course. And it is what the second week of class on environmental sustainability is built on. We go to the El Yunque National Forest. We go to one of the most important sites for Black history in the entire Caribbean, a place called Loíza. We study both its environmental history, but we also study its place in contemporary Puerto Rican music and dance. We have dance workshops in both salsa and the Afro Puerto Rican dance bomba. And this year we'll have a really interesting workshop of both music and dance with a really important group of young hip hop artists and dancers who are using their work to raise the consciousness of people about race in Puerto Rico, but also using their work as a way to do social work with deprived youth in marginalized communities. So basically, the course blends a lot of theory and history with everyday experiences of Puerto Rico and everyday cultural histories. Okay, I think that's all I'll say for now.
Thank you very much, Conrad. So just want to show you a few photos,
Okay,
and this is the
that's the
rainforest.
rainforest, really beautiful, and also environmentally and historically very significant. So we build lectures in week 2 around this rainforest.
Yeah, and then we will have field trip, a 1 day field trip to this
One day
rainforest
field
as
trip
well.
there.
And this is the
Casa
Casa
Pueblo that I
Pueblo.
told you about that we spoke about earlier in the Adjuntas region, and that's the second field trip.
That one is also Casa Pueblo, is also 1 day field trip. So you can go to our website and the Summer Broad website and to get more information about the Puerto Rico program. We've listed all the field trips there, and so you can see like where you're going to visit, and also you can see the course outline. Karen has also posted a course outline in the chat box. So you can click the link so that you can learn about what you are going to do in this 4 weeks in Puerto Rico. During your time in Puerto Rico, you are going to stay in the university residence. It's going to be double occupancy with Wi-Fi and air conditioning. So each floor has kitchens and living room, and also other facilities in the dorm would be like computer room, recreation room, and laundry room. For laundry room, you will need to pay certain amount to do the laundry, but it's reasonable. The costs are reasonable. For the field trips, especially for the 1 day field trips or sometimes half day field trips, we will offer breakfast and lunch vouchers so that they can help you to have your breakfast and lunch and while you are on field trips. Here are some photos of the accommodation in the university. And so like this common area and also like the room and the double room, kitchen, the small kitchen, and also laundry room as well. And here are some photos of the campus of the University of Sagrado. Now I'd like to invite Mikan and to speak about his experience in the Puerto Rico program last summer.
So my name's Micah. I was a
Micah.
part of the Puerto Rico program last year. I had such a beautiful experience there. Dr. Conrad really made it a memorable experience. I would say one of the most impactful parts of the course was just how integrated what your reading is to the field trips and experiences that you have outside of the university. So reading up on like El Yunque and Casa Pueblo, for example, and then actually being able to go there and see what this looked like in real life was an incredible experience. I will also say, like, even in terms of like the student life and living, like, you're pretty central to a lot of things around the university. So there is Ocean Park Beach, which is really close to the university. There's a lot of local restaurants and stuff that are right beside the university. If you like working out, there is a gym there. They do work off of limited hours, so I would say, like, unfortunately, it's not a 24/7 kind of thing, but if working out is something that you want to do, it was really beneficial for me while I was there, being able to like manage like the academic stuff that was underway, and then also being able to just like focus on my health and stuff was good as well. There's also the cafeteria that is there as well. So there is opportunities. We did go as a group to go and purchase groceries, but before that, if you want to buy stuff for like lunch or dinner or stuff like that, they do have the cafeteria that's right beside the student residence. So if that's something that interests you, you could definitely do that. I would also encourage you to bring enough US dollars with you. That was one thing I did not do. Like all of the funds that I had, I'm like, oh, like I don't think that I'll need to take out more than this. And then when I was there, I had to keep on pulling money out. So make sure you bring enough cash with you, just because sometimes when you go to local restaurants and that who do accept cash, sometimes it's difficult if you only have card, that kind of thing. But yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, also pack very, very warm clothing or like blankets for the student residences. The ACs are extremely cold in the student residences, so just make sure that you pack very warm clothes in that, just so then you're not freezing cold. I mean, it is nice because it's extremely hot there, but yeah, just make sure that you're also warm when you are inside of the student residences. Yeah, I will say, like, just kind of touching more on like the field trips and like the experiences in that way. Like, it was definitely very helpful to also have our local guide with us, Igri. I'm not sure if she's going to be the same person this year, but
Yes,
she
you will
was an
be.
incredible.
Yes.
Okay, good. She's an incredible person, incredibly funny. She's very loving, very considerate. She's definitely raised the learning experience for all the students that were there. She actually did invite us to her town where she grew up in, which was really nice. So we got to go and visit her there with the student group last year, and we got to experience, a pretty like well-rounded experience of Puerto Rico. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Dr. Conrad is an extremely hard marker, so I will say, like, the readings aren't something that's very like, oh, like I don't want to read this or anything. Like everything that I read was so interesting and was so rich and profound that it really just made it easy to be able to engage with the course content. Some of them are a bit longer than others, but just as long as you're able to, like break it down if you have to into smaller sections. I would also say like just taking like brief notes and stuff would be really beneficial, just so then you're able to better connect the readings when you go go on class trips and stuff. And just so you have, if you're someone like me who tends to forget things very easily, it's nice to just have those things written down. So then when you go, you're able to, kind of draw those connections in that. There is also ample opportunity for you over the weekends to travel outside of the university, be very safe, like always go with, other students in that who are staying at the residence with you. We were able to go to places such as like the bioluminescent bay, which was incredibly beautiful. We had such a beautiful experience there. It's basically like a bay where there's like aquatic microorganisms that like are bioluminescent, so they actually glow at night. So it was quite incredible to see that. That was in Vieques. That's a separate island that we had to take a boat to, so that was really nice to go to see that as well. Yeah, just take time to go and travel and just like, kind of go outside of your comfort zone. It was nice to be able to make some connections with the other students that were there because, I was definitely pushed out of my comfort zone to, like go and explore and to, like go explore the beaches and like talk to all kinds of people. Like even one of my friends last year, he took kite surfing, which I never expected him to do, and he was able to learn kite surfing before we left. So yeah, definitely go outside your comfort zone and really just be courageous and yeah, have a lot of fun.
Thank you,
Yes.
Micah, to share about the experience. That sounds very fun, and also you had a very good academic experience as well. So for students who are interested in applying to this program, and you, if as U of T students, you must be in good academic standing. And the minimum CGPA requirement is 1.75, but for first year students, you can also apply. We will look at your academic grades in the first semester. Students from other professional faculty or graduate program and U of T alumni can also apply as well. We also accept students from other North American universities, but you will need to check with the registrar's office to get a letter of permission before we assess your application. Application is currently open, and the application deadline is February 3rd at 4 p.m. And you will need to apply to submit $210 application fee. And if you are applying for two programs, you can only apply up to two summer programs. And if you are going to apply for two programs, you will need to submit separate application and fees for each program. Admit students, and we will look at your academic record over the last 12 months. And also we will check the relevance of the course to your program study. But we do accept a student from all kinds of academic backgrounds because we really want to have a group of students who are more diversified in academic backgrounds. And also you will write a personal statement in the application and like why have you selected this particular course and how would this align with your academic and personal goals. And if for 2025, we also have a video assessment, which is new. And you can I will highly recommend you to create an account in the Summerboard website so that you can go through all the application procedure, and also you can see the requirement for the video assessment as well. So after you complete the application and on our website, so we will send you an email including all the information about how to do the video assessment on another platform. So you will get a unique link for you and to complete the video assessment. Admission decisions will be sent out in February and March. And then for Puerto Rico program, we are planning to send it out in early or mid-March. If you were accepted to the program, and you will have 1 week to decide if you would like to participate. And if you decide you are going to participate in the program, you will need to pay $1,000 deposit to secure your spot in the program. Otherwise, we will offer you the spot to another student on the waiting list. If you decide that you are not going to participate in the program and you are accepted, and then you will not get your application fee back. All the remaining fees will be due on April 2nd, 2025. Later, I will go through the cost chart with you so that you have an idea of how much you are going to pay. For domestic students, you are expected to pay $9,800, and while for international students, you are going to pay $10,900 for the program. However, we divide the cost into two sections. The first section is the fees paid to U of T. So those fees you will need to pay to us by April 2nd if you were accepted to the program. At the time of application, you only need to pay the $210 for the application. The U of T incidental fees are going to be paid on Acorn and is not paid to Summer Abroad website. But we we will arrange accommodation and for the field trips as well. For the field trips, we will arrange all the transportation. For example, there are quite a few field trips are a one-day field trip. So we will arrange the accommodation, we will arrange the transportation for you to get to there and bring you back. For the accommodation, and I also mentioned about the breakfast and lunch vouchers. And so for those, and it's already included in the accommodation fee. So you don't have to pay extra for that. The additional costs like airfare and meals, and those are estimates. So this is something that we would like you to know when you budget for the whole program. But you can definitely save some money. For example, for airfare, if you buy it early or if you have a layover somewhere, so you can bring down the cost. We also offer some award awards for students who are meeting the award criteria. And the awards, some abroad awards are financial aid based. So you must have documented financial need documents. This is only open to domestic U of T students. So for students who are applying for awards, you need to have a CGPA of at least 2.25, and you need to complete at least 4 credits by December 31st, 2024. If you were accepted for an award, the amount will be applied towards the cost of your program, so that you can see like you don't have to pay as much if you received an award for the program. We also have EDI award as well. If you are planning to go to some abroad program, and you need to start budgeting now, because you will need to pay the final payments on April 2nd. Most abroad courses you always need to pay by April. So check, except for the summer abroad awards, you can also check the registrar's office on the Faculty of Arts and Science or your departments to see if are there any possible awards available. For example, for a student from Victoria College, and they offer a travel fund for students who are taking international experience. And for students from UTSC, they also have a special travel fund available as well. So check with your registrar's office and your colleges. And some of our courses, they are all U of T courses eligible for OSAP. Please note that for the OSAP funds will only be released probably at the end of April or early May. So you won't be able to use the OSAP fund to the final payments to U of T. Budget to see like how much you need to pay out of your pocket. And one award we highly recommend you to apply is a CIE award. It's called IE Plus Award, open to domestic and international students. And if this award is offered by CIE, so you will need to go to the go to Learning Abroad website to apply. But we will have a webinar on January 9th at 2 p.m. It's called How to Finance Your Summer Abroad. We also will invite the OSAP expert who will speak about like how to apply for OSAP and details. And so would highly recommend you to register for this webinar to get more information about how to finance your summer abroad program. For students who are taking summer abroad courses, you are responsible for arranging your own visa. Puerto Rico is considered in the U.S. territory. If you are check with your embassy consulate to see if you need a visa to go to U.S. And so for Canadian citizens, you will require passport valid for the duration of your stay to go to the Puerto Rico. And our office will provide you some supporting documentation and try to apply in Toronto if possible, because sometimes in other countries, they may require different documents we may not be able to provide. So if you need any special documents, you can contact our office. We will always try our best to accommodate. Our summer abroad office also have a support EDIA resources and provided for each site. So go to our website, you can see we have a tab called EDI and accessibility, so that you can check like what resources we offer for the different student communities. After you go in that tab, and you can see we have site-specific EDI resources. Go to find Puerto Rico and to see like what kind of support we have for students who are taking a Puerto Rico program. If you have more specific questions, or you would like to see what kind of accommodations you can have in another country, I would highly recommend you to contact our program coordinator for diversity and inclusion. Her name is Wenzhe Sherry Xu. So you can book an appointment with her, or you can send her email so she can respond to your questions. We will recommend you to do it before you apply, so that you will see like whether your accommodation can be accommodated in that country. So for students who require accommodations, you must register with your campus accessibility services office, so that accommodation plan will put in place. If you are not registered with the Accessibility Services Office, we probably not be able to provide you with any accommodation. Okay, so letter of accommodation is required, so must be uploaded to application within 7 days. So for Summer Abroad Office, we also have EDI award, and this award has been awarded to some students last year. And then go to the website and to check about the students who are receiving the award recipients. So we will say like what we are looking for, then who are interested in applying for the EDI award. Here is the 2025 timeline, and our application has already been open so that you can go there, create account, and check to see what application form look like. Application deadline is February 3rd at 4 p.m. Make sure you submit your application before that time. In mid-March or early March, we'll send out admission notification for Puerto Rico program. And then if you receive the admission notification that you are accepted to the program, make sure that you also need to pay the 1,000 deposit to confirm your spot. You will need to pay the remaining fees by April, and then you're ready to go to Puerto Rico. We are quite active on Instagram. So if you are interested to learning more experience about the past participants, go to U of T Abroad in Instagram so that you can learn about the students' experience in different locations. If you need more information about the program, you can visit our website, or you can attend program information sessions as you are doing right now. And you can also subscribe to our summary, the monthly e-newsletter, and we will give the most updated information there. And we always are available, and so that you can book a virtual appointment with a Summer Abroad advisor for each location you are interested to go. This booking appointment system is published on the website, so it's very easy for you to book. Our Summer Abroad ambassadors also create a Discord group so that you can join Discord to speak with the Summer Abroad ambassadors. And thank you so much, and for Professor Conrad to come to speak the more details about the course. That's really helpful for the students to learn about this course. Thanks, Micah, and thank you for taking the time to share your experience in this program. We are really glad to hear about your tips for going to Puerto Rico. Thank you so much, everyone. And if you have questions after the session, and please feel free to book an appointment with me, or you can just send us an email, so we will answer your questions. Thank you very much.